Konnichiwa, minasan. This is our 5th lesson. Hello, everyone. So, we will start an official lesson based on this textbook, Minna no Nihongo. In the earlier chapters, we've learned the necessary basics of Japanese that is required to learn in order for you to move to the next section. So, this is chapter 1, but I modified it so that it's easier for you to understand. Chapter 1 is 第1課. On average, it takes 4 hours to complete learning a chapter, so we will go over one chapter several times. These are the table of contents. We call this 目次. Let's learn to write as you learn new words. So you could get your pencil and paper and try writing as well. Here it says 私, which means I or me. 私. Watashi wa means I am. Wa is a particle. This hiragana itself is read as ha, although when you use it as a particle, we use wa. We pronounce it as wa. Watashi wa. So let's finish the sentence. Watashi wa taro desu. It means I am Taro. It's not my name, but this is an example. Watashi wa taro desu. This is added to make the sentence polite. These are the characters, 登場人物, 登場人物, that I have created. Next, we will learn about what. Nani is what. It's the casual form, nani. If you want to make it polite, you add this after nani, but it changes forms to nan desu ka or nan. There's no nan desu. Nan desu ka is only for a question. So, as it says in red, most of the time when we put a particle or a word next to nani, it becomes nan. I have more examples. Nansai means what age or how old are you? Nanji means what time or what time is it? Nanfun is for the minutes, like what minute. Nannen means what year. Nangatsu means what month. Nanichi means what day. What date. Nanyobi means what day. And nannin means how many people, how many people. This is sai, which is for the age, and we put sai after we say the number for our age. Sai. Let's practice numbers. So for 0, we could say 0. Sometimes we say re. Let's practice. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For 4, 7, and 9, we have 2 ways to say them. We use them in different situations. The other way for 4 is 4. 7 is 7. 9 is 9. Let's practice saying how old are you? 何歳? 何歳? For example, if you're 15, you would say 15歳. If you're 30, you would say 30歳. Let's practice some more. 何歳? 10歳. 何歳? 12歳。何歳 ?15 歳。何歳 ?11 歳。何歳 ?9 歳。何歳 ?13 歳。何歳 ?8 歳。Let's practice bigger words from 11 to 19. 11、12、13、14、15、16、17、18、19. Let's practice from 20 to 90, but in tens. 20、30、40、50、60、70、80、90. And then 100 is 100. Let's practice from 100 to 900 in hundreds. 100、200、300、400、500、600、700、800、900. And 1,000 is 1000. 1000、2000、3000、4000、5000、6000、7000、8000、9000. 10,000 is 1万. These are all the numbers. Numbers are very logical in Japanese. For example, 11 is just saying 10 and 1, like 10 and 1. So it goes like this, 11. 20 would be 2 and 10, 2 and 10. So you say 20. Next, we will do introduction. At first, you say はじめまして. Nice to meet you, or how do you do? はじめまして. お名前は何ですか？お名前は何ですか？ Which means, what is your name? 名前 means name in English. By adding o in front of the word, it makes it polite. Let's practice again. お名前は何ですか？ And then, as a reply, you can say, 私はです. Just put your name in the blank. 私はです. And then, as a reply, they might say, さんですね, which means, oh, it's いい名前ですね. いい名前ですね. Which means, that's a good name. いい means good. いい名前ですね. So, I think you wondered what さん means. It acts as a polite gender-neutral title, serving as the equivalent of Mr., Miss, or Mrs. in English. By adding ne at the end of the sentence, it gives a friendlier tone. 学生ですか？学生ですか？ Which means, are you a student? 学生 means student. This 学生 is an example of kanji. Also, if you add ka at the end of a sentence, it becomes a question. You don't need to change the sentence structure like English. And as an answer, you could say, 私は学生です. 私は 学生です。Next, they might ask, 仕事は何ですか? Which means, what do you do? Or what is your job? Let's practice again. 仕事は何ですか? 仕事 means work. 仕事は何ですか? So, let's practice saying different occupations. The first word says 学生, which means student. So, it would go like this. 私は学生です。私は学生です。Next one is 先生, which means teacher. 私は先生です。私は先生です。The third one is 医者, which means doctor. 医者。私は医者です。私は医者です。The fourth one is 会社員, which means office worker or an employee. 会社員。私は会社員です。Next, let's practice the names of the countries. 国 means country. 国。So, Australia is オーストラリア in Japanese. オーストラリア。Brazil is ブラジル。ブラジル。Canada is カナダ。カナダ。China is 中国。中国。Egypt is エジプト。エジプト。France is フランス。フランス。South Korea is 韓国。韓国。India is インド。インド。Italy is イタリア。イタリア。Japan is 日本。日本。Sometimes we say 日本。United States is アメリカ。アメリカ。I hope you found your own country. So, somebody might ask, お国はどちらですか? お国はどちらですか? So, どちら is the polite form of どこ, and it means where in English. お国はどちらですか? This one too, you can add お in front to make it sound more polite. As an example, you can say アメリカです。アメリカです。At the end of your introduction, you can say どうぞよろしくお願いします。Let's say it slowly. どうぞよろしくお願いします。どうぞよろしくお願いします。Sometimes people ask me about the s at the end. The u can sound silent. お願いします。You do not have to say お願いします。Sometimes people talk like that, but it doesn't really matter. It means pleased to meet you. Or it can mean I'm looking forward to meeting with you or working with you. It depends. But お願いします means please in English. One more thing before we end today's lesson. We can say where you came from. This is an example. You could say アメリカ から来ました。If you're from America. I would say 日本から来ました。So から means from. 来ました is the past tense polite form. Down below in red, I wrote 来る, which means come, and it's the dictionary form. You can change it to past tense, 来た. It's the normal form. And 来ました is the past tense polite form. 来ます, which I don't have it here, is the present tense polite form. A lot of the sentences are backwards compared to English, so please be careful. Also, a lot of the times it's not necessary to put 私は or the subject in Japanese, and it still makes sense. So let's practice the whole introduction. はじめまして。私は For example, for me it would be みやびです。Also, for me it would go like this. 日本から来ました。Because I'm a teacher, I would say 先生です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。Now it's your turn. はじめまして。私はです。から来ました。です。どうぞよろしくお願いします。Thank you for watching the video. ご視聴ありがとうございました。I will see you at my next lesson. また次回会いましょう。またね。